cash register. I feel abused, pulling on my belt. You need help with something, pump the gas or something. Order TK1s on that, put confetti on, catching slip. I keep my so I won't go to alone. Now the fire drill, I got walked in, that's my twin Balenciaga on it. Talking about on the net, he tattled on me. Won't believe this hoodie 1500 without no logo on it. Boy, we been a little homie. I ain't never hate before. Dog so broke, I'm praying for him. She up waiting for me. Dr. Trench banking on me. When I hit the bank, they know me. I feel like they favorite.
That time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And joining us from the sidelines is David Aldridge. And, of course, DeJounte Murray. Many wonder how they'll do without him. We'll soon find out.
It's a trade that it caught me a little off guard, I have to be honest, Kevin. He played such a big part for this team, and really the last guy I expected to see them move.
And looking back, Coach, how great was it to see the Nuggets win their first title back in 2023?
One of the great NBA stories, Kevin. It was huge. It was a moment years in the making. That championship meant so much to the city of Denver and its fans.
Basket good.
It's a tall challenge trying to contain Shaq, especially when he's operating close to the basket.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Briefly spoke with David Adelman. Now he's in awe of Victor Wembanyama just like everybody else. He said, I don't know that we can stop him. I don't know that we can slow him down. But they want to try and play a physical brand of basketball against him at both ends and see if that has any effect. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Inside, and he finishes nicely on the way. Shaq's got his second bucket tonight.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And really, Stan, Victor Wembanyama has a chance to be one of those paradigm-shifting players. Don't you agree?
Oh, no doubt, Kevin. First of all, there are not going to be very many 7'4" guys come along and then come with the skills that he has on a court, the length, his mobility, how fluid he is. It's unprecedented.
Now, here's Siakam. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Done outside. Up again. And O'Neal is right there. Shaq's got his third basket of the night.
The strength of O'Neal is otherworldly.
The drive by Jordan. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Jason Tatum did not like that one.
Oh, my goodness. The creativity, the athleticism of Michael Jordan.
Denver passing it around. Pass to Dunn. Here's Rizachet. And it's off from three-point range.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
Here's Jordan. And the layup's good off the glass.
And that time, the screener rolls, and Jordan has room to get the shot he wants, makes a good decision to keep that one himself.
Now, here's Dunn. Pass to Rizachet. Now, here's Dunn. Shoots the three. Can't get it to go. He's taken two and missed two. Spurs leading by 3. Randle outside. Over Tatum. Randle no good.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
Siakam for 3. Trains the three-pointer.
Yeah, you got to get out on that. Siakam's demonstrating that ability to hurt you from beyond.
Pass to Hart. Lets it go from deep. And it's Rizachet with the rebound. It's the Nuggets ball to the inside. O'Neal. And Chris Middleton pulls it down.
I think this is a rare case of being overcommitted. He tried to go all out at the rim, and they stifled him.
Well, Stan, when the Spurs landed the first overall pick in the draft, their fortunes changed back on May 16th, 2023.
Look, Kevin, the hardest thing for any franchise is to find the guy that you can build everything around. When they got Wembanyama, that dream came true for San Antonio, and they've got the guy they can build this franchise around for years to come.
Here's Jordan. Denver able to drain the 3. Pass to Hart. To the paint. Oh, and the jam by Jordan.
And right there, you see how quickly MJ gets into the air. Yet another one of his natural gifts.
Here's Abaji. Outside Tatum. Takes the 3. Wembanyama with the rebound. San Antonio leading. Poked away. And stolen by Murray. And they're on the break. Here's Tatum. Yep, that one goes in there.
Tatum's got energy and stamina to last. You see it with how quick he consistently gets out on the break.
Pass to Wembanyama. It doesn't go for him. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Nuggets lead by 1.
13.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And stolen by Murray. Fast break, here we go. And it's in there. Abaji's got 5 now.
You know, Jamal Murray has no problem being the facilitator when he sees open teammates.
Middleton outside. A 3. Here's Randall. Great D that time from Tatum.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to dominance. It saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And, of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us, perfect. Pass to Hendricks. Pass to Wembanyama. Takes a 3. And Tatum pulls it down. The Nuggets leading by 3. And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates is a big part of it.
That's too hard. Fires the 3. Drills it from outside.
You can't afford to let Hart get going from deep. He's ready to shoot it when given the opportunity.
Back to Murray. Now Reza Shea. Now Murray. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. It's deflected. 5 to shoot. Here's Reza Shea. Here's Abaji. A 3-pointer, no good.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Middleton on the wing. Lets it fly from 18. And he nails the jumper. Middleton's got it all tied up now for the Spurs. Shaq with the screen. Jordan with it. Now guarded by Murray. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Hendricks can't get it to go.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Down low. Here's Abaji.
He led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
And the Spurs with possession. 4-point game. Randall with the ball. Now guarded by Murray.
You see the full strength and athleticism of Murphy on this jam.
Here's the Nuggets now with the ball. Pass to Siakam. Here's Abaji. Siakam outside. Lets it go with a 3. Kept alive. Screen by Gafford. And another shot. Double clutches. Shot clock at 3.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Clock at 6. Now Valanciunas. And it's good. 2 points. Valanciunas has got his first points in this one.
Yeah, there's the muscle from Valanciunas.
Here's Agbaji. And here is Murray, defended by Alexander Walker. Murray down low. Here's Gafford. Goes up again. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Here's Buffkin. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Denver on top. They lead by 2. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. O'Neal on the wing. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
And Hart has it in the corner. Kicks it down to Middleton. Pass to Wembanyama. Over O'Neal. It's blocked by Shaq.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length.
Now, here's Dunn. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Dunn's got the lead up to 7 now for the Nuggets.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, look, I loved being around the game, and so 2 things happened that drove me into coaching. Number 1, I loved baseball, and I couldn't hit one, so that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way, so if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your industry.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked the day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps. Terrific story. And the Nuggets making a change here. Denver calls timeout. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. You asked Greg Popovich about Victor Wembanyama, and he says Victor's a different player. He's got talent. You don't want to take that out of him. I tried to do that with Manu Ginobili, and I learned my lesson. Just shut up and let him play. Victor does some amazing things. His game is all-encompassing. Kevin?
That's a great way to put it, D.A. It is all-encompassing. Wembanyama is 1 of 1. Hey, thank you for the report. Tatum wide open. He fires one. From about 16, it's stolen by Randall. Here's the fast break. Wembanyama leading the way. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
It was an ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
The all-time leader in NBA wins, of course, the great Spurs coach, Greg Popovich. So, here is a guy who's a peer. What makes him so special, Stan?
Well, first of all, Greg Popovich is not a peer of mine, Kevin. I would never be that presumptuous. This guy is an absolute icon in the coaching world. I think from the outside, I think what makes him so special is he's never looked at himself that way. He's never rested on his laurels. He's a guy that's always evolving and trying to get better.
I love that assessment, but I do think you're disputed.
Not in any way.
2 minutes remaining. For three, Murray traps in the tray. Murray's got 5 now.
Well, Murray's a 3-level scorer, but arguably does his finest work from that level.
Here's Jordan. Hart trying to get open, and a great move by Jordan.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
To the middle. It's stolen by Wembanyama. And here we go. And the dunk by Jordan.
And there are nights it really doesn't matter what you do defensively. MJ is going to score, and this is looking like one of those nights.
Denver calls timeout. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Here's Dunn, driving inside. Lays it up and banks it in. Dunn's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Middleton outside. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Dunn outside. To the inside. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Abaji can't get it to go. O'Neal with the steal. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
To the paint. Here's Wembanyama.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Down low. Here's Shaq. And Shaq with the slam.
It's just hard guarding O'Neal in general, but when he's working in the pick and roll, it's almost impossible.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game...
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Maybe it is showtime. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. 32. Nuggets lead by 10. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Spurs trail by 10. Here's Buffkin. And it's Denver with the rebound.
Yeah, there's really no excuse for missing that one. That's just a blown opportunity.
And it goes down 2 points.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Pass to Hart. Here's Wembanyama. Wembanyama, what a high release on the 3.
Well, that's his first 3 here in the second half. Gotta think he'd like a few more of those.
Rizachet with it. Five on the clock. Here's Abaji. Buries it from 3-point range. Abaji's got the lead up to 12 now for the Nuggets.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Well, the defense hasn't done nearly a good enough job of getting back in transition, and they've taken advantage, racking up fast break points against them.
And you also have to applaud how they've been able to create turnovers and then convert those on the offensive end.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Both teams deciding to change it up. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
During that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. And it was an intense huddle. Coach challenged his team. He told them the effort's not there. It has to get better. See if those words work, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Outside Tatum. Pass to Siakam. This one for three. Wembanyama with the rebound.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Jordan left side. And Jordan throws it down.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. Inside. And Gafford throws it down.
And this kid, we should say, is a team-first kind of player, willing to give it up to the open man.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle them up right away. And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. They trail by 9 points. Tries again. And it's Rizier with the rebound.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
The three from Tatum. Nailed from three-point land. And the Nuggets lead by 12. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And stolen by Tatum. Murray outside. Six to shoot. O'Neal on the wing. Back to Tatum. From downtown. Rebounded by Hart.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Wembanyama. From the top of the key, he buries it. Wembanyama has got 7 points here in this quarter. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Outside Tatum. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Back to Murray. The Nuggets moving the ball around. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Spurs trailed by 10. Outside for Wembanyama. Good on the three-point shot. Wembanyama's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for San Antonio. Shots good by Siakam.
With a harmonious blend of length and strength, Siakam has become a dependable interior scoring option.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That is his first foul of the game. .105 left in the game. Pass to Siakam. Now Gafford.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
Daniel Gafford.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Here's Jordan. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist.
And what you like there, Jordan never looks like he's rushing. Makes quick, solid decisions.
To the middle. Here's Gafford. Outside for Murray. Siakam outside. clock at 6. Fires the 3. Here's Gafford. And good work on the boards. They pick up a second chance points. And the Nuggets lead by 9.
Yeah, secures the ball off the glass. Does a nice job going right back up.
Here's Middleton. Pass to Jordan. Here's Hart. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Siakam. So the Nuggets win it. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and playing.
Straight, ayy, ready whenever I've been show. Y'all really know where y'all info. Yeah, they copy like tenfold. We on the field, we gotta survive. Walk through the door. Need my whoa. I said we keep on scoring. Y'all just keep it score. Give me the chip, I need the championship. Wait, we got a dream next to the team. Yeah, we can handle it. Wait, as soon as I go and I step in arenas, they call me the champ. They know what it is, know what I do, know who I am, who don't understand. Yeah, that's overdue. My trophy sitting